Hey everybody, welcome to the third episode of Beyond Oasis. Finally! As always, I am Zane. And actually, today I do not have anyone with me. That's because I'm going it alone. But, as you may have seen, we recently stole the ruffian's ship, and now we're going to move forward, since, well, that's really the only thing we can do. We're also doing a little item inventory management, because you only get 8 weapon slots, and that's not enough. And here we got a short little puzzle. I don't know if you would really call it a puzzle, just trial and error. And we're rewarded with a Dido and a Frit gem. And some meat. Meat's always a good thing. But now, since that's done and over with, we enter the dungeon proper. Take care of the stupid little slimes. Just to show it off, because ranged weapons aren't really as great as melee weapons. Also, kind of dick move by the developers. But you see what I mean? It was a lot faster to kill the slime with the dagger than it was with the bow. And now, one thing I actually find really clever with the game is that you have to use, you know, bombs in a way more inventive fashion. And with the Iron Knight dead, that opens up the brick door. But that is not what we're doing right now. Right now, what we want to do is make sure we have a running start, and we can get up the stairs. Getting up the stairs not demonstrated there. And we get a green key. Now we can further progress through the dungeon. I could have gotten a Frit, but just to show that you don't always need your spirits to help you out. Most of the time you will, like with Shade. Shade is invaluable. And which is actually what we're going to be getting, not this video, but this is, you can kind of consider this one long dungeon. And yes, that door behind us is actually considered a blue door. I'm not sure why, it looks more greenish to me, but hey, that's what they want to call a blue door. Alrighty. And every time you come into this room, you have to press that switch, because resetting traps are awesome. No, they're not. Now then, we get vengeance on our friend, the gargoyle, not the golem. Two different things. They're actually quite easy once you get the drop on them. And speaking about things getting the drop on you, stupid roly-polies. They're very much like the creatures in The Legend of Zelda. I don't know their names, but the ones that are basically invulnerable until you flip them over. Alrighty. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but fire arrows kill zombies instantly. Doesn't matter how strong the zombie is. Also, we needed to hit that switch to open up the path up here. And more than likely, a zombie will hit the switch, and you would have to kill all the zombies. Yeah, that's not very fun. And a little kind of secret that they have here. It's not the greatest secret at all, because you don't get rewarded with a gem. No, instead, you get rewarded with some grapes. That and the pleasure of burning the little rats alive. Also, another thing I should mention is that if you do light the rats on fire, you do get a high chance of getting ham as their death drop item get. And so, using the firebow is highly recommended on the rats, especially if you're low on health. or health bringing items. Overall, I kind of wish that I knew what the gift was for beating all the rats. Sadly, it's not that spectacular. It is a golden mushroom, which does heal your HP and SP to full, but they're kind of so rare and so valuable, it's kind of like, oh, well, I'm just going to hold on to this until I absolutely need it, and then you kind of don't ever use it because it's just too good. And fuck you, Bomb Soldier. I hate the Bomb Soldier so much because archers, melee, they're all way more important, yet the Bomb Soldier is the one that always gets the last laugh on you. And for some reason they decided to throw in an ogre here for shits and giggles, I guess. A single ogre is not very threatening. As you can see, you can basically get them a stun lock, and they're pretty much dead. That said, we're almost ready to face the boss of this dungeon. Keyword is almost. First of all, what we're gonna need to do is waste 2 bombs, completely missing the switch because of perspective. And, you know, 1 bomb left, not even worth holding on to be honest. But we do get an Ifrit gem and a broadsword, which will come in very handy a little later on. And as you can probably see behind this waterfall, we have a nice little hidden passage. And what we get for it? An atomic bow. Heck yeah. Sadly, it only has 5 shots to it though. But it is one of the most powerful weapons in the game. In fact, later on, you'll be able to get an infinite version of this bow. So you gotta be careful because just with bombs and anything else, you can hurt yourself. Alright, but before we go to the boss, we did get a blue key, and you guys know what that means. And we get also invited to play with 2 white flames and 2 ogres, which is always fun. Oh, if you do have a Ifrit with you, he will attack the flames, and they will get full health off of you. Yeah, that's kind of a dick move, but you know, flame feeding flame, that kind of makes sense. I hate the flame so much. Again, 1 ogre by itself, not too threatening. Ogre with anything else, extremely threatening. As you can see, I'm kind of getting my ass kicked. And I was freaking out. I almost got that heart, and I was hoping I wouldn't, and thankfully I did not. Such item making decisions. Alright, and our reward. We got a Ifrit gem and a Dido gem, as well as an Ifrit call and a Dido call. And I showed this off in my bonus video, but if you do shoot the calls with your armlet, they turn into different items. It's kind of meh at the moment for anything besides using it for the Ifrit call. You can use it for shade calls as well to get a free heart. But since I'm never going to do that, that's never going to happen. Alright, now then, we are ready to face the boss. And I hate this guy so much. But first, what we'll need to do is get a Ifrit to light the torch, and that opens the door for us. And no, we're not doing that today. We're not making that reference. Either way, this guy is a bastard, and having a Frit out was kind of counterproductive for most of the battle because, like you, bosses have invincibility times. It's not too big, but it can screw you over, say if you're using, I don't know, a limited use item like the atomic bow. The guy's attack pattern's fairly basic. He'll jump, and bullets will spawn wherever you are standing. And he has another dick move, but at the moment, he just likes to jump around and not get hit by the atomic bow at all. There we go. This is his other attack. I hate this attack so much because I don't know why. I must be extremely retarded because I can never dodge it. And you see right there, a Frit hit the boss, and as soon as the atomic bow hit as well, and yeah, that was not advantageous. Alright, that being said, I don't know why I'm using grenades. I'm just kind of at the point where I'm like, let's screw around a little. In hindsight, probably not the best idea. Yeah, using bombs to actually fight creatures, not a good idea. But hey, we are now done with that boss, and you'll never see him again! Spoilers, we'll see him again. But hey, we are done with episode 3, and you know what this calls for, you guys? I bet you don't, but it's coming up.